I don't show this better, this camera is just never going to focus there. I used Mac to drive it manually to Z0 and then brought it back up to Z1.59 to give me just a little bit of filament, cut it off using it in a regular sort of lathe motion, and left myself that little pip on the top. Then I drove over the 317 over X and Y to get it exactly spot on the middle of that. Okay, Y should have been perfect. It was out by about 0.1, so that's obviously a bit of a tolerance in the fixture, but luckily with offsets in Mac it's not an issue to overdrive that. So I've saved this as an offset in Mac. Let me show you my fixtures here. I've saved that there. I've reset Mac, fired it up, driven it over, and the way to test this of course is to come down and actually drill that little core that we left. And I'm going to try and record this if I can. I'll grab a photo otherwise. Let's see. Okay, going to use that guy and come down in Z. And come down nice and slow. Let's see, where are we? Sorry, difficult to drive a mill and videotape. Okay, let's have a look. The RG0X0, yep. So the idea here being, should cut straight into the core that we left behind in the rotary pass. Oopsie. And I would say that is a resounding success. Alright, so the offsets work perfectly. I'll try and grab a photo of that as well. And without further ado, let's start the actual coring. I'll switch that off and clear the wax off. Okay. Might grab a photo of that. Do you want to grab a photo of that for me quickly? Try to zoom up one up and grab it quickly. That's my lovely wife, who on our anniversary is helping me document this. She also does all my pathing and cutting for me. She's had a great bum too. Okay, anyway, alright, so I'm getting in trouble over there. So I can't really zoom on that, but if you had a look at that, you'll see that I just drilled away the little stub that I left, and it's about as good as it's ever going to get. Alright, so I'm going to zoom that up. I'm going to pick up Z quickly, and I'm going to switch on the spindle, 6,000 RPM. I'm going to turn Mac down to 50%. I can't remember what I pathed this at, right? And all things being even, there's my cycle path, and let's go cycle start. And let's hope that this works. Oof, wow, what is that running at? 75. Okay, so I think I've parked this just a little on the slow because the feed rate's 150, so I'm going to up it to 100%. Yeah, that's not going to win any speed records. Like that. There we go. Now, let's videotape. Now let's hope this doesn't slam all the way through my fixture and start cutting. There we go. That's the spiral getting going. Breaking the watch, just give me a couple of seconds. Now, what I've done is when I parked this, I allowed myself 0.1mm of skim, just in case, you know. Not saying I don't trust your fixture, Nico, but I always park a little on the safe side. Although, judging from my first initial test by cutting into the core there, I'm going to say that it's trimmed spot on this time. I think the last cut I did was out by that 0.1mm. I think a lot of jewelers would be tempted to leave a difference of 0.1mm, but unfortunately I'm not a lot of jewelers and I need it right. Careful with that, the cutter will grab that brush. After this, I'm going to enjoy some of the Baileys I bought my wife with her, and have what's left of my wedding anniversary. You better appreciate this, Nico, you owe me some. And what I'll do is I'll blast this and put some photos on the web. And of course, look, my only experience has been with that. I don't know how you would do this on other Rolands or other mills, but I'm pretty much guessing that if you have a mat controlled mill, you'd be okay. But in the world of mills, there's mills and there's mills, and then of course there's the Minitech, which is, in my opinion, probably the only way to go. Anyway, let's have a look. We're getting up on the end of this. I wonder if I take this camera away and then zoom in, whether I get a... Oh, there we go. That's the way to do it. Whoops, that didn't work. Okay. Now I don't know too much about toolpathing software, so I wrote the spiral by hand, and also the entry and exit moves on it, because I'm still learning how to use Deskploder, and I wasn't 100% sure how to write stuff like this. So I actually set up two models inside each other, run a spiral path to cut the inside of the one model, and just manually edit the path after. I've got some fixtures coming from Lex soon, which I have to do a video on as well. You know what happens if that cutter grabs that brush? It'll just rip the brush and the whole rim off. Fantastic job, my sweetie. Alright, good. It's wedding anniversary night, I forgot.
Oh yeah. What did you do? What's the difference in the other night?
It's the beauty of having a wife that knows how to do this stuff, is I just ring from work and I say, listen, here's the parts, lock the wax in and get it ready for me, so by the time I get home, it's all done. I'm going to clear this up quickly, hang on. Thank you. You're going to catch the kids? No, alright. Stop that. I think you can tell once the shop vac stopped making a noise, so you can hear what I'm saying, is that the skin that's coming off here is coming off perfectly evenly. Sorry, my sweetie. It's very difficult to fight with the shop vac going in here. Yeah. So that's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Now, I'm going to assume that if you don't make your supports along the base thick enough at this point, your ring could come flying off at any moment. I'll photograph this properly and post it along with the video. I think that part's pretty much coming to its end now. There we go, that all came off evenly. I'd like to, the only way I can grab that, if there's ever been proof that that's well tanned, have a look at the little piece. All came off in one piece. Good job, Nico. Alright, so that's that. I'll photograph that and post. Have a good one.